Get ready to match the stars. Donald Ross, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Reilly, Patti Deutsch, Richard Dawson, and Fannie Flagg as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 74. And now, here's the star of Match Game 74, Gene Rivers.
Hello there. Thank you, Johnny Olson. Thank you, friends. Got a bunch of live ones again, John?
Right.
Good. Nice to have you with us. Oh, they were here last time, weren't they? Yes.
Will you please look at this pen?
What
Brett
pen?
is having a... She gave me this ugly pen.
Brett gave you that as a gift?
It's a picture of her. Actually.
I see.
It can be worn with anything.
Who is it, actually?
It's actually Charles Nelson Reilly. Yeah, bye-bye birdie.
No. Who is it?
I don't know. It's just made in Taiwan. Is that...
Who do we know in
tried to-
Taiwan?
I don't know anybody in Taiwan.
I wanted her to have nice things, so I gave her that nice pen.
Instead.
It can be...
All right, that's enough about pins. Let's say hello to our two players here, Janet Finn and Pat Davenport. That Dawson? I was looking in Janet's hand. She's our current champ with $10,000 to her credit because, as a good luck token, she has a score sheet. She watches this game all the time at home, and she keeps score, who gives the right answer and who gives the wrong answer. And she's got Dawson's score sheet in there. Just to hold this up for a second there. And she's carried it with her every appearance. And I guess it's brought her luck because she's got a lot of money. She's going to be challenged by Pat Davenport. Are you ready to have a go at it, Pat?
I sure am.
Okay, well, we'll start this game right after we start this message for you. Here we go. Round one. Pat, would you please make a selection?
B.
You want B? You got B. Here it is. In Africa...
Oh, a dialect.
No. No.
A location.
You are charming.
Thank you.
In Africa, they have an unusual firing squad. Instead of 10 soldiers with rifles, they have 10 cannibals with blanks.
Oh, I think I got it.
In Africa, they have an unusual firing squad. Instead of 10 soldiers with rifles, they have 10 cannibals with blanks.
Got it.
You got it.
Oh.
Great.
Got it. Oh.
Okay. All right.
I
Ready down
love
here,
this
ready
show.
up there. Charles, you were very quick that time.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
The first time in a year,
That's
why
fair.
not?
You've got over a year. All right, Pat, this is for you. In Africa, they have an unusual firing squad. Instead of 10 soldiers with rifles, they have 10 cannibals with blanks.
Elephants.
Did you say elephants? She said elephants.
It was a
Elephant.
dialect that threw her.
Now, wait a minute.
What did she say?
She said elephant. Instead of 10 soldiers, they have 10 cannibals with elephants. Well, that's her answer, and she stuck with it. Donald?
Now, as I see it, if I guess the price of the showcase without going over,
You got it.
in that case,
So how much?
the only answer is soup spoon.
Soup spoon. Right. Well, they're not as expensive as elephants, are they? You
lot
got the
smaller.
idea, soup spoons, Pat? You see, they're cannibals, you see. And it's, okay. Brett, what do you say?
I say, if you can wear that color and look good in it, you don't have to be smart.
Well, she looks good in it. She really does.
I said knives and forks.
Knives and forks. Okay, no man, no
Oh,
elephant.
don't zip me. That was a terrific answer.
Yes, Charles.
I'll
What do you-
get you.
Yeah.
Yes, dear.
Are you finished?
Why does he wear a hot sweater in the
Forks.
middle of July?
I don't know.
Forks.
Yeah. Is the buzzer louder, or am I getting very sensitive? Did you switch buzzers or put a new battery in the thing? It's the same old rotten buzzer we've always had. Okay.
Did you put a new battery in the thing?
No.
Said the bishop to the actress?
Okay. Would you show us your card,
Yes.
please? So we can-
I also said knives and forks.
You said knives and
Yes.
forks, then. All right.
So we have a
then.
setting for two.
That's right. Now, She's looking for the answer in elephants. 10 soldiers with rifles, they have 10 cannibals with elephants, she says. What do you say?
Well, I'd say she's certainly one of the prettiest Davenports I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
In fact, I have a sofa, and I'd like to get together. Cannibals don't use knives or forks.
What do they use?
They don't.
I didn't
They just
know
go
that.
straight, and all you'll see, they have 10 cannibals and 10 napkins.
Napkins. Okay.
With a little paprika.
All right. Okay. What do you say, Fannie?
Bachelor number 1.
Wrong.
I said knives and forks.
Knives and forks.
Question.
You misunderstood the question.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry about that, my
Right.
dear. You gotta really pay attention here. All right, are you ready, Jan?
Yes.
Okay. Now, try
I
this.
would be interested to know what questions you was answering elephants to.
Yeah.
Might be this one.
What did you think I'd said, Pat?
Fire extinguishers? Did you say that?
Just a second.
No.
Guard? No, she thought hoses, yeah.
I said firing squads.
Oh.
Fire.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now I understand.
Yeah, firing
yours.
an elephant squirting water.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to lend
we're
that
out of
girl
their
my
trunks,
hearing
yeah.
aid.
That's very good. If we ever had that question,
That'd be a good
you're
response.
going to get a great
That'd be
match.
terrific if we
All
ever...
right, elephant.
Write that question there, Joe. Now try this. The psychiatrist said, Mrs. Golden, let me explain.
Yeah.
My last patient thought he was a dog. That's why there's a blank on the couch.
Oh, I'm getting smart as a whip.
Did you hear that, Janet? The psychiatrist said, Mrs. Golden, let me explain. My last patient thought he was a dog. That's why there's a blank on the couch.
Look, I'm finished.
Very good.
In more ways than one. It's cost me every penny I have.
That's a lot better than
Okay, finished up there and finished down there. Put it in the slot there, and we go to Janet Finn. The psychiatrist said, Mrs. Golden, let me explain. My last patient thought he was a dog. That's why there's a blank on the couch.
puddle.
A what? Speak up, young lady.
A puddle.
A puddle. She said a puddle.
Thank goodness it wasn't an elephant on the couch.
Oh, boy. All right. She says, that's why there's a puddle on the couch. What do you say, Don?
I said that's why there's a little yellow spot.
A little yellow spot.
Standard.
That's a puddle. Okay. There's one for her. Brett?
We have perfect rapport.
Really?
I liked her from the beginning. I think we should choose furniture, but you're gonna have to get rid of those kids. I said puddle.
Puddle. There it is. A natural match, Charles.
I didn't go that route.
You didn't?
Because I have 3 dogs, and that would never happen in my house.
But
I
that's
gotta-
what or nothing can happen in your house.
But I got a backyard you wouldn't believe. Bone.
That's why there's a bone on the couch. Another logical answer. Okay, Patty.
I said a spot. That comes from a puddle.
No.
You got that rotten buzzer.
No.
All right, Richard.
All right, Gene.
All right, Richard.
Antipasta.
No. We don't have
That's why there's a stain
Stain?
on the couch.
What about that? Is that a match?
Of course, because I've been into it.
Yeah.
One of your puddles.
Yeah. All right, Fannie. Puddle is the answer. That's why there's a puddle on the couch, is what she says.
Do you work for a profit-making organization?
Now, that's a
Spot.
spot, stain.
I had a little yellow spot. What
Hey,
is
hold
wrong
on.
with a spot?
They are asking if you matched Donald, who said a little yellow spot, and if she says spot, how come that doesn't match? What's that? Would you like to come on camera and explain
No,
it?
there's only one kind of a spot.
I'm the
that
one
it
out
goes
here
on.
who's going to get lynched. Come out here. Speak up. No, I don't want you to explain it during the commercial. I want to explain it to America here. Get out here. When I say get out here, get out here. This, standing here in the light, you don't have any makeup on there. I want you to look good as you're going down for the 3rd time there. This is Ira Skutch, our producer and judge. Now, you got to explain why.
Object, Your Honor.
Now, wait a minute.
Not in the French player.
Do you yield?
I want to know is why a little yellow spot is a match and why a spot is not a match. That's all.
Well, a spot can be any kind of a spot. Yellow spot is a specific kind of a
The
spot.
only kind of spot a dog can leave is a little yellow spot.
Oh, all right. Thank you very much. Okay.
We got it. All right. Here's the commercial, and we'll be right back. Thank you, and get off the stage. Just a moment ago, our producer came up to me and said, Charlie says he thinks the decision of the judges should be final and that he made the correct decision. I don't know who Charlie is, but let's go on with the show. So,
Outstanding spot.
are you ready, Pat, to have a go at second and final round? Would you make a selection, please?
A.
A. Here we go. King Kong is so big.
How big is he?
Oh, I'm so glad. He's so big, he uses a helicopter as a blank. King Kong is so big, he uses a helicopter as a blank. Now think of what a helicopter is and think of King Kong and write your answers.
Mr. Rayburn,
Yes, ma'am.
I think we need another inspection.
Yeah, there have been fleas here all week. Really? They can fumigate.
Really?
I don't understand the question.
King Kong is so big,
How big is he, Gene?
How big is he?
so big, he uses a helicopter as a blank.
Don't tell me, tell her. That's
Oh,
the
I
tell
see.
me that didn't answer.
You haven't written anything yet. Has Charles written something?
Yeah.
Yes, he has.
You wrote Go Home Yank.
Yes, no. You're gonna go with that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
Wrong again.
Do Huckleberry?
Everybody ready up there?
Huckleberry.
Now, Pat Davenport. King Kong is so big, he uses a helicopter as a blank,
Beanie cap.
as a beanie cap. How about that? As a beanie cap. That hadn't crossed my mind, but that's a marvelous idea,
The woman
isn't it?
hears nothing.
He's
The woman,
one solid week. He's done nothing but say what to me? One little
She hears
time.
she hears nothing.
Are both of you deaf?
Huh?
What? Time to show your answer, Donald.
You're both deaf.
Oh, I see.
There are some answers for which there are no questions. And I got one. I said truss. The question makes no sense, the answer makes no sense.
No, there's some perfectly good answers to that question, and they may come up. With this crowd, I'm not sure, but we'll try. Brett?
I thought that Beanie was probably the best answer.
Beanie was good.
I thought it was terrific. I said bike.
It's a bike.
Well, don't you travel by helicopter?
Yes, you do.
Oh, go home and take your false eyelashes off.
Charles?
Do you have any vacancies on a lower floor? I said a little yellow spot. No, I didn't. I said a hairdryer.
Hairdryer is a good answer.
Hairdryer.
There's another good one. Have you got it?
I doubt it.
Really?
Well, I don't know. I said
Got to
that-
match everybody now.
I know.
To stay in the game.
I said that he had to use it as an egg beater.
An egg beater's another good one. What did you have? An electric razor, or what did you have? Fan is good. Janet Finn wins the game. Congratulations, Janet. There you go. Another 100 for you. Pat, I'm sorry to see you go. Electric fan would have been excellent there. Beanie was not bad, but, you know, the big rotor there, he would cool himself off because he's such a big fella. Anyway, it's been a pleasure meeting you, Pat Davenport. We've got a gift for you together with our thanks. Goodbye, Pat.
Bye-bye.
Falling it apart, is it? Now we have to ask you to stand by and do your little dance number while they watch a commercial out there. You ready to do that? Okay, here it is. Here we go, once again with Janet Finn. This is her 6th time up here. You ready?
Ready?
Okay, we polled a recent studio audience and we got their best response to this. Blank and Johnson. Oh! Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500. Second, $250. And third, $100. Now, 3 celebrities are allowed to help. Whom do you choose?
Richard, please.
Richard, what do you say?
Well, it's It's really a book that we all enjoy at home. It's a manual. It's like The Joy of Cooking, but it's called the Masters and Johnson.
I see. Okay.
Page 94 is a knockout.
Yes, of course.
Only don't wear the roller skates.
Masters and Johnson is one.
No, there are two. Masters
Yes,
and
I know. That's one answer.
One
about
each.
that. Yes, of course.
Charles?
Johnson and Johnson.
Johnson and Johnson's up there. Okay.
Brett, please.
Brett?
I'll have to say, I will be forced behind the person on my left to say Olson and Johnson.
Who were they?
Johnny Olson.
They were a comedy team that you well remember.
Oh, really? An old-time comedy team,
I never
were they?
saw them. They were
I never
way
heard of them. Did
before
you ever
I was
hear? I never
born.
heard. No one ever heard of You never heard of Olson and Johnson? See, no. No. You blew it, audience. Okay, now you've got Olson and Johnson, Johnson and Johnson, and Masters and Johnson. You may choose one of those, Janet, or give us one of your own.
Masters and Johnson.
Masters and Johnson? Don't
knock it.
groan.
94 is a
She's
great
got
pay.
9 kids. She had to say that.
No, 5.
Oh, 5. Okay.
Don't knock it till you've tried it.
Yes, right. We're looking for Masters and Johnson. Come
Well,
out,
here
come
they
out,
are.
wherever you are. Now let's find out if they're under the $100 response. Olson and Johnson. Yeah. All right. That's Brett's answer.
93 you will keep in mind.
Explain to me who they were after the show. We are looking for Masters and Johnson. Let's take a look at the $250 response. Masters and Johnson it is.
I'm glad.
You're losing your score sheet there. Okay. Listen, what do you think is under the $500? Johnson and Johnson, they said,
Yes,
as
an
one
obscure
voice.
dance team.
Here it is.
No, it isn't.
No.
No, it isn't.
Washington Johnson.
Yo.
They always do. Stay hard and jump out.
You frightened me. I'm going to come in and smash you with my needle point. Okay. Some of those stagehands are so aggressive.
Does Janet want the building on a first or second mortgage?
I don't know, but she's got $10,350. Now she's going to try and increase her earnings by $2,500, and to do that, remember, you have to match one celebrity, and it's time to choose one.
Richard, please.
Okay, Richard, get ready to write. Janet faces me and does a little two-step. And here is the $2,500 question. Blank Ranger. Blank Ranger. He's finished. Now, Janet, what answer do you suggest would match Richard's? Blank Ranger.
The Lone Ranger.
You think the Lone Ranger? You think that's right? Okay. There are a number of good choices here, Richard, for $2,500. May we see your response, please?
Who looks after Smokey the Bear, Donald?
Oh, the Forest Ranger.
Be that as it may. Lone or lone?
Congratulations, my dear. All right, we have a message for you now, and then we're going to come right back to Janet Finn. With the additional $2,500, Janet Finn is now up to $12,850, and we'll look forward to seeing her next time, as we will to all of you. Aren't you all happy for her?
I am.
She's got all those kids and all the good places to put that money. Gene Rayburn for Match Game 74. Join us next time.